On a bright summer morning, three best friends, Tom, Lily, and Jack, were exploring Tom's grandfather's attic. The old attic was filled with dusty books, wooden chests, and mysterious objects from long ago. As they searched through a pile of old papers, Lily found something unusual. Lily exclaimed, holding up an ancient-looking piece of parchment. The edges were torn, and the ink was faded, but they could still make out a drawing of an island with a red X marked on it. "It's a treasure map," Tom gasped. Jack's eyes sparkled with excitement. Tom's grandfather entered the attic just then. "Ah, I see you found my old map," he said with a smile. "Legend has it that a great pirate named Captain Blackbeard buried his treasure on Skull Island many years ago. No one has ever found it." The next morning, the three friends gathered supplies, ropes, a flashlight, a compass, and some snacks. Tom's uncle, who owned a small boat, agreed to take them to Skull Island, which was only a few miles from the shore. As they sailed, Jack pointed toward the horizon. The island was covered in thick green trees, with a rocky mountain in the middle. As they got closer, they saw strange birds flying overhead and heard the sound of waves crashing against the cliffs. Tom's uncle dropped them off at the shore. "Be careful," he warned. Following the map, they ventured into the dense jungle. Vines and bushes blocked their path, and strange animal sounds echoed around them. "Look at this," Jack said, pointing to a large rock with strange symbols carved into it. Lily compared the symbols to those on the map. "I think it's a clue. It says, walk 10 steps north from the old tree, then find the Cave of Echoes." They followed the directions, counting each step carefully until they reached a giant tree with twisted branches. From there, they spotted the entrance to a dark cave. Inside the cave, their footsteps echoed against the stone walls. Stalactites hung from the ceiling, and the air was cool and damp. Suddenly, Jack tripped over something. "Ow! What was that?" They looked down and saw a skeleton dressed in pirate clothes. A rusty sword lay beside it. Tom gulped. "I guess some people didn't make it out." Lily shined her flashlight ahead. "Look! There's a tunnel leading deeper inside." They carefully moved forward until they reached a huge stone door covered in markings. "The map shows a keyhole," Jack said. "But we don't have a key." Tom looked around and noticed something glinting in the skeleton's hand. It was an old, golden key. Taking a deep breath, he picked it up and inserted it into the keyhole. The stone door rumbled and slowly opened. Inside the hidden chamber, the friends gasped in amazement. Piles of gold coins, sparkling jewels, and silver goblets filled the room. A large wooden chest sat in the middle, with an emblem of a skull and crossbones. "We found it!" Lily cried. Jack opened the chest, revealing more treasure inside, crowns, necklaces, and golden artifacts. Among the treasures, they found an old leather book. Tom opened it and read aloud, "To whoever finds this, you are now the keeper of my treasure. Use it wisely." As they made their way out of the cave, the ground suddenly shook. "An earthquake?" Lily yelled. "No! It's a trap!" Jack shouted. The cave walls began to collapse behind them. They ran as fast as they could, dodging falling rocks. Just as they reached the entrance, the cave sealed shut behind them. Panting, they looked at each other and laughed. "That was close," Tom said. They returned to the beach, where Tom's uncle was waiting. "Did you find anything?" he asked. Jack grinned and held up a gold coin. When they returned home, Tom's grandfather was amazed by their discovery. "You have uncovered a real pirate legend," he said. "And now, the treasure's story will live on forever." From that day on, the three friends became famous for their adventure.